So fast forward, however many, we're talking 20 years?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
And Lil Wayne is still a huge artist, right? One of the biggest artists, hip hop artists in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's still making albums. He's still touring. He's still doing features. Like, he's a busy guy. He's not just at, home.
There you go.
These other guys got nothing better to do.
You know what I mean? He's not just like home tweeting his thumbs. And he does the show with Skip and Undisputed. Like, he's doing 100,000 different things.
Right.
He going on tour. It takes time. It takes energy.
Right.
And he doesn't need that money. He doesn't owe you. Black people has this thing, man, where it's like, you owe me something. You owe me. He don't owe you a goddamn thing. The only money that's owed to you probably is by Birdman. You can take that up with him. But I don't owe you a goddamn thing. I thought it was really interesting. So BG has gotten out of jail. And he's been making music.
Yes, he's
been talking a lot on Instagram, getting a part of this social media train. And he can't. It was a snippet of a feature of him on, and I had the guy's name. I don't know if you heard it, Levy, but he basically dissed Wayne in the the song. The guy's name is right on the tip of my damn tongue. Pause. And basically the friction is
it's just his name, Bubba, not something else.
I like to get the
on the
guy's
tip
names.
of your tongue. Like, what the hell? Don't overreact.
Basically, the friction is that these guys are trying to get this hot Hot Boys reunion going on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Lil Wayne, it's BG,
correct,
it's Turk, and it's Juvenile.
It's not Turk.
Huh?
It's not.
Well,
Turk
has been in his interview saying that he wants to be a part of it, and
he can say all he wants to, but the rest of the gang is like, nah.
Because Turk has been doing what BG is doing now for a few years, doing a lot of talking and things like that, and letting out a lot of secrets. But technically, that's who the group is supposed to be a part of. That's who the reunion would be. Now, the problem is, so now BG is saying that Wayne is holding it up, right? And he's like, Wayne is holding up, and Wayne's being a bitch, and this and that, and he's doing that, and some people on social media is taking BG's side and saying, Wayne shouldn't do that, let these guys eat and have some money and this and that, and I'm just way so far on the other side on this, and because when they had this group out, I don't know if a lot of people know, like, Lil Wayne was a child. He was a child, and he was brought into this group. And Lil Wayne will tell you, even before they became the Hot Boys, of course, when he was really a child, he was actually in the group with just him and BG. Mm-hmm. and a couple other guys who just never made it, right. And they were called the BGs because BG was the biggest artist in the group, right? And Lil Wayne was probably like 14, 15 at this time, and he just had met BG. It's not like they didn't grow up together per se in the same neighborhood. They were put together by Birdman and his brother. All right, and Slim. And so you get all these hodgepodge of guys, they put them together, and we're going to be making music, we're going to be making albums. These guys are not related. These guys are not fucking friends. They're associates.
Co-workers.
In a sense. They're co-workers. All right? And then, I was going to say various reasons, but it's the same reason, Birdman, money, they all left the group. All right? And Lil Wayne was there by himself, and everybody left. All right? So fast forward, however many, we're talking 20 years?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
And Lil Wayne is still fucking a huge artist, right? One of the biggest artists, hip hop artists in the world. Mm-hmm. He's still making albums. He's still touring. He's still doing features. Like, he's a fucking busy guy. He's not just at, fucking home.
There you go.
These other guys got nothing better to do.
You know what I mean? He's not just like fucking home tweeting his thumbs. And he does the fucking show with Skip and Undisputed. Like, he's doing 100,000 different things.
Right.
He going on tour. It takes time, it takes energy,
right?
And he doesn't need that money. He doesn't owe you. Black people has this thing, man, where it's like, you owe me something. You owe me. He don't owe you a goddamn thing. The only money that's owed to you probably is by Birdman. You can take that up with him. But I don't owe you a goddamn thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that if that is Wayne's point of view, which he hasn't spoken on it yet.
Did we learn nothing from the BET New Edition show? Like you can't
That's a good
go
point.
that route and bring people back together that don't want to be back together.
Yeah.
I mean, if the only way that this works, like works for everybody, is if there's a genuine vibe there to do it.
Yeah.
And you can't bait somebody into doing a tour with you by talking shit about him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not going to go well. You're going to be stuck in the road, this guy, and what the fuck? You want to kill him.
Because my thinking is, right, say they do the tour.
Yeah.
There's still going to be a discrepancy because the draw that Lil Wayne brings isn't the draw that BG brings, isn't the draw that Turk brings, isn't
That's
the draw
another
that
great
Juvenile brings. So now you at a money dispute,
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
like a huge one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Wayne's still doing stadiums. You know what I mean? Like he's the draw himself.
Right.
You know, so he should get the bigger bag. But these guys want to do the tour anyway because they need the more. They need money.
Right.
So they're going to feel like it should all get split. Like, hey, well, what? Back in 1999, we used to split the thing 4 ways.
Hey.
This ain't not.
This ain't 99.
Think about it, too. These clowns are talking about him.
Yeah.
They do the tour. Wayne comes out. It's going to be his crowd.
Yeah.
His crowd could just boo the shit out of these other clowns when they're trying to do their verses.
They could, but they wouldn't.
Nah,
Why
they
not?
won't.
But
It's-
it's still a lot of love for BG
Right.
and Juvenile and
And-
Turk. I don't know, but yeah.
If I'm Wayne,
I'll always have love for Juvenile. Back that ass up.
most definitely. If I'm Wayne, it's going to have to be beneficial. When I say it has to be beneficial, I mean the Carter 6 is going to be either on the way or done to make it a promo tour for that and make it a wraparound thing to where if you're not going to give me my number off this tour, I'm going to have to get the number some other way.
You're
And
almost making them plus ones.
Right.
It's almost
It
the
would have
Lil
to-
Wayne tour and these guys.
It would have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside, only other person outside of Wayne is Juvenile because Juvenile and Manny Fresh off of last year's buzz off of the NPR.
The NPR, yeah.
Yeah, we see that Juvie can hold his own.
Yeah.
Everybody else,
Yeah. Yeah.
what we doing?
Cause honestly, what's BG like? What's a couple of his biggest mainstream hits solo?
I think Chopper City.
That's not big enough. That
not big.
doesn't carry into 2024.
At
Like
all.
he needs the group for that tour for
Right.
those songs
to get his feet under him, and I get it.
Yeah, I completely
totally
understand
get it,
now.
but-
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why he's the guy who's pushing for it.
Yeah.
But calling me a bitch ain't gonna get it done.
That's just
That's
not
what I don't
gonna,
understand.
I'm
That's
listening to
just
that
not-
right now.
yeah, that's
That's
just
Yeah.
not gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
he explained himself, but still,
but
like
still.
it's there. It's a record. It's nah.
Yeah, come on, man.
So I'm supposed to just be like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Nah, fuck you.
He should know better than that, man. Come
A
on,
lot
You
of
really
these
coulda
guys
called
don't,
me.
man.
you know what I mean?
You could have called me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if I'm still saying no, that's not the move. I mean,
No, because that's what I'm saying. That was my point. Like, you can't go with that and then expect the tour to go well.
yeah.
Like, that creates a tension. It creates a whatever. Like, whether it goes into negotiations or whether it goes into night-to-night performance, it's not going away.
And personally, you can do the tour without Wayne. You can do it. Will it be the same draw? No.
No.
But you can do it.
And a lot of those biggest songs, I mean, this was before Wayne was actually Wayne.
Ah.
So it's either his ad libs here and there, but you could do a tour without Wayne.
You can do it.
because to your point, like you couldn't do the tour without Juvenile.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You can't do it without Manny Fresh. You can't do it without
Manny
Juvenile.
Fresh.
You got
know what
those
I'm saying?
two.
But you could do it without Wayne. Yeah. You could do a Hot Boys tour without Wayne. Yeah, for sure.
Do your first year. Do your first lap without him
Yeah.
to prove. Unfortunately, yeah, you got to prove yourself.
Yeah.
No,
And then
for
that
real,
second year,
That's a great idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
You do it, you get a little traction, and then maybe it makes sense for him to come on maybe when he's doing the next
And even
tour.
the first go round, maybe he comes out to one city or two if he's
Right,
in
yeah,
the,
yeah, you get on
Your
yeah.
New Orleans show and most likely
Miami.
your California show.
yeah, Miami, Cali, and
Right.
New Orleans. Yeah.
There you go.
He'll catch you in one of those three.
Yeah.
Other than that, y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a great point. Yeah, great idea. There you go. DJ Levy, man, giving out ideas, man.
I'm trying.
You guys
I
latch
like
on,
that,
man.
man.
Trying to make it work.